We interrupted our segment 20 minutes ago, and now we have the headlines. Matt, you start.
Right.
How significant is this when it comes to the investigation, or is it not so?
Look, I think it's really ironic, Bill. Remember this Office of Congressional Ethics, which is this separate ethics entity that was established by Nancy Pelosi. This is the office that early in the Congress, the Republicans wanted to get rid of because it's been used in so many times for simply partisan political reasons. You can see anybody can bring any charge to the Office of Congressional Ethics, and now it looks like the Ethics Committee is going to pick up and look at this as well. But this is why ethics in Congress gets so polluted, and I actually think Devin Nunes, he's doing the right thing. Step away, get this cleared up, don't do anything to derail the investigation.
All right, and Doug, I got to think that for Democrats, they're going to count this as a big win. I mean, there are many people within the administration they've been critical of and been able to nibble away at. But for them, I got to imagine they're going to be celebrating this today, although he says it's temporary and innocent until proven guilty.
Well, yes, it's a win for the Democrats in one sense. But I think for the larger purposes of the country, given the controversy about his visit to the White House, what information was shared with him, what he shared with the president, I think it's in the broader interest of the country that he step aside. I think it will help the investigation. Certainly, we have the Senate probe. I think this will reduce the tension on the House probe, and I think it's good for America. Let's probe it, and let's really get to the bottom of what he did and when he did it.
Katie, what's your view on this, and also in the context of the president's comments from yesterday about he believes that Susan Rice committed a crime here?
Right. Well, I think we have to say that the committee is in good hands with Congressman Mike Conaway, and Trey Gowdy, who's obviously a former prosecutor, is also going to step up and take a big role here. But in terms of backing Nunes, I'm sure the White House will come out shortly with a statement saying they have full confidence in him. You heard Paul Ryan just now saying he still trusts him. This, to me, looks like Democrats on the Hill, lawmakers on the Hill, both in the Senate and in the House, went to these left-wing groups that Nunes cites in his statement and said, well, we called for his resignation. Chuck Schumer called for his resignation. Nancy Pelosi called for his resignation, stepping aside from this committee. He refused to do it. So to me, it looks like some Democrats on the Hill got in touch with these groups and said, why don't you file this ethics complaint that would force him to step aside?
And they did it, Bill and Shannon, they did it right when the Susan Rice She's given 3 different answers to her dissembling on this topic. They did it right on top of it. It's
listen,
on purpose.
I mean, the point about Democrats getting a short-term victory here is well taken when you think about Jeff Sessions recusing himself, and now this. I mean, they're having success on it, nibbling away. Thanks to all 3 of you.